Watching a Michael Caine movie is like pulling on a favourite jumper or pair of slippers. There's something comfy about his films and so many of the characters he plays. Sure, he's been cast as a villain every so often, but we tend to remember him for those warm and familiar roles.
Minutes ago, devastating news rocked Michael Caine's family as he battles a critical spinal issue, threatening his legendary career. At 91, the star of The Dark Knight and The Italian Job might be forced to retire, a thought that weighs heavily on him and his loved ones. With a Caine now a constant companion, Michael faces the harsh truth that each step could be his last on film. What will this mean for a man who's always stood strong? Tune in. Let's uncover the intense impact of Michael Caine's health crisis on his life and legacy. Hollywood's enduring icon. Michael Caine, a well-loved British actor known for his memorable roles in films like The Dark Knight, The Cider House Rules, and The Italian Job, has faced some tough times recently. Now 91 years old, he is still seen as a legend in Hollywood. But recent events have brought sadness to his family. He has always been open about his health issues, and he recently shared that he is dealing with a serious medical condition that has greatly affected both him and his loved ones. Just as Michael prepared to reveal more about his condition, news broke that a close friend, due to visit him, had mysteriously disappeared. In recent years, he has been seen using a cane, and he has talked about how aging has made it harder for him to move and impacted his overall health. In several interviews, he revealed he was diagnosed with a severe spinal condition that has made walking challenging, requiring major surgery and ongoing physical therapy. These health struggles have been especially difficult for him, who has always been active and dedicated to his acting career. Now, there are questions about how these problems may affect his future in the film industry and whether he might retire from acting. He was born Maurice Joseph Micklewhite Jr. on March 14, 1933, in London. Coming from a humble background played a big part in shaping his future in acting. His mother, Ellen Frances Marie Micklewhite, worked as a cook and cleaner, while his father, Maurice Joseph Micklewhite Sr., worked in a fish market. Life was hard after the war in London, and the bombings during the Blitz added to the struggles. But these tough experiences also helped lay the foundation for his successful acting career. Michael grew up with a younger brother, Stanley Micklewhite, who also pursued acting, and an older half-brother, David Burchell, who had a big impact on his life. During World War II, the Caine family had to leave London due to the heavy bombing and moved to North Runcton, Norfolk, about 100 miles away. It was in this small village that Michael first stepped onto a stage at school, sparking his lifelong love for acting. During this time, he also had a horse named Lottie, who became a dear friend. After the war, the family returned to London, but life was still difficult. His father came back from military service, and they moved into a temporary prefabricated house in Marshall Gardens, Elephant and Castle. These prefab houses, built in Canada, were intended as a short-term fix for the housing crisis after the war, but Caine's family ended up living there for 18 years. In his autobiography, Caine mentioned that while these homes were meant to be temporary, they were a step up from their old tiny apartment with an outside toilet. The prefab house offered the family a bit more comfort and stability during London's post-war rebuilding. His early years in Southwark and later in Elephant and Castle, along with the upheaval of wartime and post-war London, had a deep impact on his outlook and career choices. His humble beginnings, early exposure to acting, and his family's perseverance were key factors in making him one of the most respected actors in British cinema. From early dreams, we now see those dreams come to life on stage and screen. A stage name born in Leicester Square. His passion for acting began early, with several experiences that shaped his ambitions. At 10, he took part in a school play that became a turning point for him. He played the father of the Ugly Sisters in a Cinderella production. During the performance, a wardrobe mishap, his pants zipper broke, caused the audience to laugh. Instead of feeling embarrassed, Caine found he liked making people laugh, even by accident. This moment planted the seed for his future in acting. In 1944, he passed an important exam that earned him a scholarship to Hackney Downs School, a well-known boys' school. After a year, he moved to Wilson School in Camberwell, where he finished his education with certificates in 6 subjects by the time he was 16. After school, he worked briefly as a filing clerk and messenger for a film company in Victoria, giving him his first glimpse into the film industry. He also worked for film producer J. Lewis on Wardour Street, which further pulled him into the world of movies. These early jobs gave him valuable insights into the film business and solidified his love for what would become his lifelong career. His early career, shaped by his first jobs in the film industry, was a big factor in his journey to becoming a well-known actor. These early experiences laid the foundation for his later success on the big screen. His path to fame started with small roles in both film and theater, including the choice of the memorable stage name he uses today. His acting career began with a small, uncredited part in the 1950 movie Morning Departure. Though it was a minor role, it marked his entry into the world of acting. By 1953, he gained a bit more recognition by playing the character Hindley the Drunkard in the theater production of Wuthering Heights. At that point, he was known as Michael White, but as he looked for bigger chances, he faced a major obstacle. In 1954, after moving to London from his small-town background, he found out that there was already an actor named Michael White. This forced him to come up with a new stage name, a decision that happened suddenly while he was on the phone with his agent in a telephone booth in Leicester Square. He spotted a nearby Odeon cinema showing the Caine Mutiny and decided on the name Michael Caine right there on the spot. It was a practical choice and a nod to the film world that was shaping his career. But that wasn't the most significant moment yet. His breakthrough came in the 1964 war movie, Zulu, which was about the Battle of Rorke's Drift during the Anglo-Zulu War. He played Lieutenant Gonville Bromhead, a role that became a defining moment in his career. The movie's success and his convincing performance brought him a lot of attention and opened doors for more significant roles. Then in 1965, Caine's career soared further with his starring role in The Ipcress File, a spy film based on a novel by Len Deighton. He played Harry Palmer, a British intelligence agent who approached his job in a calm and understated way, very different from the flashy James Bond. The film was well received, and his unique take on a spy further secured his position in the industry. Still, there were bigger moments to come. Building on these achievements, he starred in The Italian Job in 1969, a heist movie famous for its thrilling car chases and clever robbery plot. He played Charlie Croker, a witty and clever thief, showing off his adaptability and charm. The film became a classic of British cinema, and his performance was praised, reinforcing his status as a leading actor. With fame rising, we enter a year that defines him as both an actor and a style icon. A cinematic journey. That same year, he appeared in Battle of Britain, a war movie depicting the aerial battles of World War II. In the role of squadron leader Canfield, he once again showed his ability to take on a wide range of roles, strengthening his reputation as a versatile actor. But that wasn't all. Around this time, he developed a unique style that became a key part of his public image. With his thick horn-rimmed glasses, sharp suits, and calm way of speaking, he became a fashion icon of the 60s, representing the changing style trends of the time. He became a star through his standout roles in Get Carter, 1971, and The Last Valley, 1971. In Get Carter, he played Jack Carter, a gangster on a mission for revenge after his brother's death. This movie is considered one of the best British crime films, with him delivering a gripping performance that showed his ability to portray complex characters with a dark side. In The Last Valley, 1971, he took on the role of Vogel, a mercenary during the 30 Years' War, sharing the screen with Omar Sharif. This role highlighted his range as an actor and his willingness to take on diverse roles. The film explored themes of war, survival, and human nature, giving him a chance to deliver a deeply emotional performance. Later in his career, he formed a strong partnership with director Christopher Nolan, becoming a familiar face in many of Nolan's big movies. He is perhaps best known for playing Alfred Pennyworth, the loyal and wise butler to Bruce Wayne in Nolan's Batman trilogy, Batman Begins, 2005, The Dark Knight, 2008, and The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. In these films, his Alfred isn't just a butler, he's a father figure to Bruce Wayne, providing both emotional support and practical help as Bruce navigates his double life as Batman. He brought warmth, wisdom, and a quiet strength to the role, making Alfred one of the trilogy's most beloved characters. His performance helped ground the superhero story in real, relatable emotions. He went on to work with Nolan in 5 more films, each time showing a different side of his acting skills. In The Prestige, 2006, he played Cutter, a stage engineer caught between 2 rival magicians. The film dives into themes of obsession, sacrifice, and illusion, with his character playing a key role in helping the audience understand the magician's motivations. In Inception, 2010, he portrayed Professor Stephen Miles, the father-in-law of Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and a key figure in the film's complex tale of dreams and reality. His presence added depth to the story, which explored the layers of dreams and the subconscious mind. In Interstellar, 2014, he played Dr. Brand, a NASA scientist at the heart of a mission to save humanity through space travel. His performance added weight to the film's sweeping themes of love, sacrifice, and the search for a new home for humankind. His role in Dunkirk, 2017, was brief but memorable. He played a civilian helping evacuate soldiers during World War II, adding emotional depth to the movie's intense portrayal of the Dunkirk evacuation. Then, in Tenet, 2020, he appeared as Sir Michael Crosby, a character involved in the film's twisty plot about time manipulation and espionage, enriching the movie's exploration of time travel and international intrigue. Now we explore the powerful collaborations that highlight his later career. The last film of a screen legend, his last film before his retirement, The Great Escaper, 2023, added another chapter to his long and varied career, showing his continued passion and dedication to acting. Throughout his career, he has always been proud of his working-class background and the opportunities acting has given him. He has shared many stories like playing football with Pelé or dancing with Bob Fosse, showing the wide range of his experiences beyond just acting. He formed meaningful friendships with big names like John Lennon, Sean Connery, and Roger Moore, showing his deep ties in the world of entertainment. His personal life has been shaped by strong relationships and a commitment to family, blending both personal and professional experiences that have defined his life and career. After their marriage ended in 1958, he stayed a devoted father to his daughter Dominique, showing early on just how important family was to him. In 1973, he began a new chapter in his life when he married Shakira Baksh, a well-known model and actress. Their romance started after he saw Baksh in a coffee advertisement and was so captivated by her that he went out of his way to meet her. Their connection quickly grew, leading them to marry on January 8, 1973. They later welcomed their daughter, Natasha Halima, in 1975. Shakira Baksh, originally from Guyana, made a name for herself as a model and actress. She became an essential part of his life, offering constant support as he navigated the ups and downs of his career. Their marriage is often seen as an example of happiness and mutual support, which stands out in the often rocky world of celebrity relationships. At public events and in interviews, Caine and Baksh always showed a loving and united front, providing a refreshing change from the usual stories of troubled celebrity marriages. He has openly discussed their relationship, especially how their different religions, he is Christian and she is Muslim, have never caused any problems between them. In a 2009 interview, he spoke about how they have peacefully coexisted with their different religious beliefs, mentioning that while his wife practices her faith, he practices his, and this difference has never been an issue. He attributes this to a peaceful and open-minded view of religion, something he thinks is especially important given how Muslims are often unfairly portrayed in the media. But this isn't the most surprising thing about his personal life. What really stands out is how his close family bonds, particularly the support from his wife, have shaped his life and values. This strong support system has clearly played a big part in his successful career and overall well-being. In September 2023, at 90 years old, he made a memorable appearance at the premiere of his latest film, The Great Escaper, in London. Even though he needed a walking stick, he was in high spirits, posing for photos with his fellow cast members and showing that his charm hasn't faded. At this event, he was joined by his wife Shakira and his daughters, Dominique and Natasha, highlighting the close family ties that have played such a big role in his life. The premiere not only celebrated his long career, but also showed his determination to keep going despite the challenges that come with aging. Since a fall in 2018 that resulted in a broken ankle, he has been using a walking stick, a reminder of the physical challenges he faces. Yet, his determination to stay active in the film industry is clear as he continues to attend public events and engage warmly with fans and colleagues. Off the red carpet, we look at the personal challenges and new ventures that shape his legacy, behind the scenes with Britain's beloved thespian. But that's not the only challenge he's faced. He often talks about how his upbringing during wartime shaped his health and character. He believes his long life and good health are partly due to a wartime diet that was low in sugar and high in fish, which he feels gave him a solid foundation for good health throughout his life. His reflections go beyond just diet. They extend to the resilience and discipline he developed during his early years in war-torn Britain. These experiences have greatly shaped his outlook on both life and work. In 2022, it came to light that he had surgery for a severe back condition called spinal stenosis. This condition had become a significant challenge for him, especially given his age. It even led him to think about reducing his acting roles. In an interview, he hinted that The Great Escaper might be his last film. But even this wasn't enough to slow him down completely. He has expressed a strong desire to keep working, turning his focus more toward writing, a passion he has pursued alongside his acting career. This shift shows his ability to adapt and his ongoing commitment to his creative projects, ensuring that he stays active and engaged in his professional life. His trivia books are full of lighthearted fun, packed with unusual facts on a range of topics like world history, natural wonders, and quirky human behaviors. The books showcase his unique style with funny insights that echo his well-known phrase, "Not many people know that." Delivered in his distinctive Cockney accent, this line captures his special way of sharing surprising bits of knowledge. As the charity's vice president, he played an important role in promoting the value of these green spaces for community health and youth development. His involvement shows his dedication to helping communities and encouraging active, healthy lifestyles. But that's not the only side of his career. Besides his success in films and writing, he also tried his hand in the restaurant business. In 1976, he became a co-owner of Langan's Brasserie in London. This popular spot was founded by Irish restaurateur Peter Langan and actor Richard Shepard. The restaurant quickly became a famous hangout in the city, known for its mix of elegance and a relaxed atmosphere. It attracted a crowd of celebrities, politicians, and other high-profile figures, turning it into a central social hub in London. His involvement with Langan's Brasserie helped it become a favorite place for the city's elite. But that wasn't the end of his journey in hospitality. He also became part owner of several other restaurants in the UK and the US, from London to Beverly Hills and Miami. These places were known for their excellent food and stylish decor, creating a comfortable setting for diners. His natural flair and sense of style were a big draw for these restaurants. Even though he wasn't managing them day to day, his name and influence made them popular destinations. Through these business ventures, he proved himself to be a smart businessman, expanding his influence beyond the world of entertainment. The success of his restaurants and the popularity of his books highlight his varied career and his commitment to many different interests, from acting and writing to supporting charities and enriching the cultural life of his community. His ventures into different areas show his adventurous spirit and his willingness to explore new challenges. Now he is focusing on a quieter life at home, channeling his creativity into writing novels. He's currently planning to write his 6th novel, Deadly Game. This shift shows his ability to adapt and his desire to stay creatively active, even while facing health challenges. It's a great reminder that age or physical limitations don't have to stop you from pursuing your passions. What do you think drives him more, passion or the fear of irrelevance? Comment and subscribe for more.